I'm Ipula Kisinglama and these are the headlines of the hour. Government releases the reports of the Girish Chandra Lal-led commission investigating the tariff of dedicated and trunk lines today. Government orders reassessment of electricity tariffs. Parliamentary committee fails to prioritize public concerns, neglects their responsibilities to prioritize legislative work and address key issues. Japan Parliament re-elects Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba despite bruising election results. His coalition suffered the worst election loss in more than a decade. And Nepali sports, always a victim of politics. Date for the 10th National Sports Tournament still undecided. The government has released the report submitted by the Commission formed to resolve the outstanding disputes of dedicated and trunk lines. In the report, the Commission has suggested to recalculate from the Nepali year of March 2072 BS to Baisak 2075 BS and take the concession fee. The Ministry of Energy released the report at a press conference today. There has been dispute between the industrialists and the authorities regarding electricity tariffs during times of load shedding. The government formed a commission under the leadership of former Judge Girish Chandra Lal last year. Business persons are taking a stance on paying the amount according to the reports of the commission, while the authority has been insisting that the bill has already been made and that they are only asking for additional fees.
विद्युत को चाहिँ महसुल उठाउने र त्यसलाई कति के हो भनेर प्राधिकरणले असुल उपर गर्नका लागि पत्रचार गर्ने या आफ्नो प्रक्रिया पूरा गर्ने भन्ने छ र अब 24 घण्टा भित्र विद्युतको चाहिँ लाइन जोडिसक्ने भन्ने छ अब यसको कार्यान्वयनका लागि प्राधिकरणलाई पत्रचार भइसकेको छ अब यो क्याबिनेट निर्णय भएको कारणले यो चाहिँ बोर्ड भन्दा माथि क्याबिनेट हुने यहाँहरुलाई थाहा छँदै छ.
The cabinet meeting on Sunday had directed to connect the power lines within 24 hours to the industries. However, so far no connections have been made. They also instructed the authorities to collect unpaid electricity bills within 15 days. 34 industries had their power cut this October and some have started paying in installments. Of the 49 industries still owing money, 7 cases are in court. From the Nepali year of March 2072 BS to Baisak 2075 BS, industries owe a total of 6.6 billion rupees. Since the deadline has passed, the authorities are now asking for the outstanding amount plus an additional 25% fee. Now, despite numerous complaints on public matters, Parliamentary Committee has focused more on political interests than addressing these concerns. The committee are responsible for reviewing government bills, promoting good governance and addressing public complaints. However, they have yet to prioritize or take actions on these important issues.
Important complaints in the Parliamentary Committee, especially in the Constitutional Affairs Committee, remain unaddressed due to political interference and lack of proper screening. Complaints related to the land disputes involving Energy Minister Deepak Khadka and allegations of fake licenses at the Department of Transportation have been ignored for months. Over 60 complaints, including one from the former royal family members and another from the Deputy Speaker Indira Rana, have been filed but not resolved, leaving the committees unable to take action or reach the conclusions.
उपसभामुखको बारेमा आएको छ तपाईले भन्न खोजेको पुलिसहरुको बारेमा आएको होला कुनै आईजी सीआईजी अनुसन्धानमा हेर्ने मान्छेहरुको बारेमा ती बारेमा हामीले सम्बन्धित निकायसँग छलफल गरेर कतिपय कुराहरु मान्छेको गोपनीयतासँग पनि अधिकारको कुराहरु पनि हुन्छ तपाईले इन्डिकेसन गर्न खोजेको अर्को पनि बुझाएको छौं संसदकै महासचिवको उजुरी पनि आएको थियो यहाँ हामीले केही छानबिन पनि गर्यौं त्यसमा अदालत प्रक्रियाहरु पनि रहछन् ती सबै कुरा हेरेर एउटा स्टेजमा गएका छन् अब त्यो कुनै बेला हामीले आवश्यक पर्दाखेरि सबै कुराहरु जनताको सरकारका विषय जनताको बीचमा आउँछन्.
The Public Accounts Committee has received 85 complaints, mostly related to corruption, irregularities, and tax evasions. One complaint about NCL share dealing was stalled after the government refused to provide a report. Other complaints include issues with land, scams at the Nepal Electricity Authority, and irregularities in the telecoms billing system. The committee has struggled to make progress on these matters.
सबै उजुरीलाई एकैचोटी छलफलमा लैजान पनि सम्भव पनि हुँदैन, त्यसकारण प्राथमिकरण गर्नु परेको हो। अब केही उजुरीहरू ओझेलमा परे भन्ने छ जुन विषय, त्यो चाहिँ अब समितिले गर्दै जाँदाखेरि अति क्रमशः आउँदै जाने विषय हुन्। अब कतिपय अवस्थामा एउटै उजुरी विभिन्न ठाउँमा परेका पनि हुन सक्छन्। अब कार्यक्षेत्रको पनि क्षेत्राधिकारको पनि केही प्रश्नहरू हुन सक्छ। त्यस्तो अवस्थामा सम्बन्धित निकायमै उजुरीहरू पठाउने भन्ने पनि हुन्छ।
There are currently 52 complaints in the Finance Committee. Although a screening committee has been formed to investigate the complaint, the meeting has not yet been held. The Industry Committee has 54 pending complaints, the International has 2, and the Women's Committee has 18. Many of these complaints, particularly those of public importance, are discussed but never acted upon, raising concerns about the committee's legitimacy and efficiency. While committees fail to review bills on time, they also appear to delay to suppress complaints for political gain, calling into question their effectiveness and intentions.
It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at yesterday's poll. What do you think is the reason behind lack of monitoring despite numerous accidents due to overcrowded vehicles? 47% voted for A, insensitive government, 37% for B, a result of nexus, and 16% voted for C, lack of awareness. Now here's today's question. What's your take on the lack of discussions on issues of public concern at the Parliamentary Committee? Your options are A, driven by vested interests, B, influence of power, or C, irresponsibility. The voting is on. Type an EWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Welcome back. The parliamentarians have said that the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority, CIAA, should not be allowed to enter the private sectors. The parliamentarians suggest that the Commission is already struggling with the responsibilities it already has, so giving it more authority would be counterproductive. They also suggested that the officials at the Commission should be chosen through fair and open competition. In the discussion of the amendment bill of the CIAA in the state order, the parliamentarians stated that the authority should not be allowed to enter into investigation of the private sector. They stated the corruption could not be controlled due to political interference in the authority. The parliamentarians also suggested to make a legal provision for appointing officials in the commission and to avoid appointing former employees.
र संस्थाको स्वायत्तता, निष्पक्षता, पारदर्शिता र त्यसको मूल्य पद्धतिलाई प्रतिनिधित्व नगर्ने जुन खालको पद्धति छ, त्यो पद्धतिलाई नै हामीले निराकरण गर्न सकेनौं भने यो स्थितिमा कुनै सुधार हुने म देख्दिनँ।
59 वर्ष पछाडी चाहिँ हामीले वैज्ञानिक केही कारणहरूको खोजी गरेर या तथ्यहरूको नजिक पुगेरै रिटायर लिने भन्ने एउटा प्रोभिजन राखेको होला। तर फेरि यतापट्टि चाहिँ निजामती सेवामा रिटायर हुने हामीले कस्तो वैज्ञानिक विधि अवलम्बन गरेको। त्यसैले एउटा त वैज्ञानिक हिसाबले पनि यतापट्टि चाहिँ कहीं न कहीं लिमिटेसनहरू आउँछन् भनेरै रिटायरको व्यवस्था गरेको होला। रिटायर भएर गएपछि संवैधानिक आयोगहरुमा गएर लिड गर्ने कुरा चाहिँ वैज्ञानिक हिसाबले नै राम्रो छैन। अर्को कुरा, अख्तियारको जिन्दगीभर प्रयोग नगर्ने र नगरेका चाहिँ विज्ञहरूकाबाट छनौट गर्दा मात्र यो निष्पक्ष, स्वतन्त्र र ज्यादा स्वायत्त हुन सक्छ भन्ने मेरो बुझाइ छ।
The parliamentarians said that all the decisions made by the Council of Ministers cannot be considered as policy, so it should be clarified on this matter as well. Similarly, they suggested that the provision of anonymous complaints should be removed in the bill. They have suggested that after the authority has started the investigation of any subject, it should also keep its limits. The parliamentarians of the CPN Maoist Center have also demanded an answer from the government regarding the decision taken by the Council regarding the Nepal Electricity Authority yesterday. In our Public Voice segment today, we had asked in several provinces what should be done in order to strengthen the Commission for Investigation of Abuse of Authority to ensure corruption is controlled. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
अधिकार सम्पन्न बनाउने कुरा र यसलाई विश्वासिलो बनाउने आधार नै मलाई लाग्छ पहिलो शर्त हो।
पावर र पोलिटिक्सबाट चाहिँ फ्री हुनुपर्छ।
कसैले गर्दिन भ्रष्टाचार भनेदेखि अनि त्यसै अख्तियार रोकिहाल्छन्।
कानुन बलियो हुनु पर्यो। अब जताततै भ्रष्टाचारी छ।
अख्तियारले यदि इमानदारीपूर्वक आफ्नो जिम्मेवारी वहन गर्यो भने
निष्पक्ष रूपमा छानबिन गर्नु पर्यो।
सरकारले कानुन बनाउनु पर्यो। कानुन कसरी बनाउनु पर्छ त्यो सरकारले न्यूनीकरण गरेपछि भ्रष्टाचार न्यूनीकरण हुन्छ।
अख्तियार दुरुपयोग अनुसन्धानको प्रमुख कार्यकारी अधिकृतलाई चाहिँ राजनीतिक नियुक्तिबाट नभई स्वच्छ प्रतिस्पर्धाबाट नियुक्त गरियो भने
कर्मचारी बलियो बन्नुपर्छ।
आफ्ना मान्छे भनेर उनीहरूलाई त्यसै छोड्न भएन। त्यसलाई चाहिँ कारबाहीको दायरामा ल्याउनु पर्यो। कानुन सम्मत तरिकाले लैजानु पर्यो।
सानो तिनोलाई मात्रै अख्तियार लागिरहेछ र ठुलो बडाहरूलाई नेताहरूलाई अब अलिक व्यापारीहरूलाई ठुल्ठुलो व्यापारीहरूलाई चाहिँ अख्तियारले केही काम नगरेको जस्तो लाग्छ।
अख्तियारले कसैको दबाब र प्रलोभनमा नपर्नु र निष्पक्ष भएर काम गर्नु।
निष्पक्ष छानबिन गर्न लागि हर ठाउँबाट चाहिँ पहल गर्नुपर्छ। राजनीतिबाट निष्कलङ्क मान्छे, योग्य मान्छे त्यहाँ नियुक्ति भयो भने
राजनीतिक दलमा आबद्ध रहेको राजनीतिक दलको नियुक्ति जस्तो चाहिँ अख्तियार आएको नियुक्तिहरूलाई चाहिँ बनाउनु हुन्न।
It is time for international news. Shigeru Ishiba has been re-elected as the Prime Minister of Japan today. Ishiba's scandal-tarnished coalition lost its parliamentary majority in a lower house last month, but Ishiba eventually prevailed as expected, maintaining his position from the second round of voting in the special session of the parliament today. Before the start of the session, all the members of his cabinet, including Ishiba, had resigned from their posts. Ishiba, although was re-elected garnering 221 votes, still fell short of majority in the 465-seat lower house. After none of them could achieve majority, the second round of election commenced where his main opposition of Constitutional Democratic Party, Yoshihide Inoda, got 151 votes. Underlining that fragility, Monday's vote in the parliament went runoff for the first time in 30 years with no candidate able to muster off the majority support in the first round. Ishiba, who had taken over the seat of the PM, had dissolved his parliament after a few days. Now, China said it is willing to work with Indonesia to implement the important consensus of a joint statement on the South China Sea issued during Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto's visit to Beijing on the 9th of November. Speaking to reporters at a regular press briefing, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jin said China's sovereignty claims and related rights in the South China Sea was formed over a long course of history, and it is in line with international law and practice. The response came after Indonesia's foreign ministry said on Monday that the country does not recognize China's 9-dash line claims over the South China Sea despite striking a joint development deal with China. A joint statement issued at the weekend mentioned the two countries had reached important common understanding on joint development in areas of overlapping claims. Now, China also said that it will continue to support Pakistan in counter-terrorism operations after two Chinese nationals were wounded in a shooting in the country's commercial hub Karachi last week. Speaking to reporters at a regular press briefing, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jin said China and Pakistan have the determination and ability to thwart all attempts to undermine China-Pakistan relations and make terrorists pay the price. Two Chinese nationals were wounded on November 5th by a private security guard who opened fire at a garment factory in Pakistan commercial hub Karachi, the latest in a string of attacks that have spurred Beijing to pressure Islamabad to improve security for its citizens. Lin Jin added that China and Pakistan have an ironclad friendship that is strong enough to stand the test, as he stressed that China will continue to support Pakistan's economy and carry out cooperation in various fields.
Sports news.
The 10th National Games scheduled for November 17th to 24th in Karnali was cancelled due to conflicts between the National Sports Council, federal and provincial governments, leaving athletes and fans disappointed. The National Sports Council planned to hold the 10th National Games in Karnali from 17th to 24th of November 2 years ago. However, due to a lack of follow-up meetings, no clear plan was developed and the event could not take place. The necessary procedures for the games were never approved and the provincial government did not take charge of organizing it. Despite the infrastructure being ready in Karnali, the absence of sports events has left players disappointed.
राष्ट्रिय खेलकुद परिषदले पहिला कुरा त बोर्ड सदस्यहरू पूर्ति गर्नु पर्यो असोज 20 गतेदेखि राष्ट्रिय खेलकुद परिषदका बोर्ड सदस्यहरूको मिति सकिएको अवस्था छ राष्ट्रिय खेलकुद परिषदको बोर्ड पूर्णता पाउनलाई केन्द्रीय सरकारले बोर्ड सदस्यहरूको नियुक्ति गर्नु पर्यो पहिला त्यसपछि बोर्ड सदस्यहरूको केन्द्रको बैठकले नयाँ मिति निर्धारित गरेर मन्त्रालयमा संघमा त्यो चाहिँ क्याबिनेटमा पास गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ
Although there were several initiatives to pass the procedure of the national sports from the meeting, the Ministry of Youth and Sports did not show any interest. Sports Minister Chaudhary has said that the possibility of calling a meeting has increased, in which there is a plan to set a new date for the national games.
न बजेटको दबाब छ न कसैबाट दबाब छ हामीले मात्रै के थियो पहिले कि हामीले समयमै गर्न सकेनौं हाम्रो भौतिक पूर्वाधारको कारणले विभिन्न व्यवस्थापक कारणले अब फागुनमा हाम्रो 15-16 गते सम्म सिद्ने गरी हाम्रो टार्गेट भइराखेको छ हैन त्यसकारणले दबाब हैन बोर्डको बैठक पनि हाम्रो मन्सिरको फर्स्ट विकमा टार्गेट गइराखेको छ
The minimum infrastructure has been prepared for organizing the competition. However, after organizing 24 games in Karnali, the rest of the games were requested to be held in other provinces, but it was not successful. The irresponsible attitude of the responsible bodies and officials of the game has affected Nepali sports and athletes. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.